Your game plan never changed. Inevitable.
What's up, Crypto Crew, and welcome back. Or if this is your first time, I'm Captain Crypto Might, actively escaping the Matrix, scoping out the crypto ocean. So if you like your odds, get on the boat, stay up to date, thumbs up, and join the hunt.
Crypto life.
CRO coin is up 190% in the past 6 months as record amounts of this altcoin are being staked. Records amount are being burned, and Crypto.com has officially become the first operator worldwide to receive full regulatory approval for institutional investments from Dubai. You can expect to hear about all this and how it may impact the price of CRO coin. Can CRO coin get to $1 per coin this year? Now, before we get into this content, just a friendly reminder, we're on this crypto ocean to learn and to study, to get our opportunities, especially with a certain bull market that is about to go off. This is not financial advice, just for your information and entertainment.
Into the boat.
In the last 6 months, CRO coin has been up 190% as stated earlier, and about 47% year to date, and up 113% over the past 1 year. And now it looks like Crypto.com is starting to deploy a strategy again that they were using through most of the bear market, which really was just to get as much regulatory approval as possible in preparation for massive volume and institutional as well as retail interest coming back into the crypto ocean. Throughout the bear market, this strategy was going to pay off, in my opinion. That reflection would show in the price of their native altcoin at Cronos, and definitely it has. Over the past 6 months, we can see here that this thing bottomed out at about 5 cents and currently sits about 12 cents. So we're looking at just under a 200% pump from its bear market bottom. Now let's break down this Dubai news because I believe that's a big deal, bigger than it may appear on the surface. And it kind of comes down to the wording of this post. Quote, "We are excited to announce our full operational approval from Dubai's Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority. The Crypto.com exchange will be available for institutional investors as our first launch in the region and exchange. Here is the big word." End quote. The Crypto.com exchange is more their advanced trading platform that does also offer very juicy incentives in the form of trading rebates. And if you are an institution using millions of dollars to trade crypto, you most likely want to get any rebates that you can have. So this could drive a ton of institutional demand to CRO coin itself, and we're going to discuss that more in depth. First, let's take a look at the actual post here. The Dubai entity has received full operational approval from Dubai's Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority and is launching the CDC exchange for institutional investors as its first operational milestone available to institutional clients and qualified retail investors. The Crypto.com exchange, which has deep liquidity and a state-of-the-art matching engine, offers spot trading, staking, brokerage, and over-the-counter offers. So Crypto.com has also initiated plans for further in-market product launches expected in the coming months, including the Crypto.com main app and a focus on retail user-focused experience. Eric Anziani, the president and COO of Crypto.com, is saying here, "We are thrilled to expand our presence and offering in the UAE with the support of Vera launching with our world-class exchange. Institutional services will be fundamental to our continued growth and success. It is such a key market for our company," and this is actually following the news that in a previous vid I covered where the app is going live in South Korea on April 29th, and retail users will have access to 150 plus cryptocurrencies securely and reliably. And now they are looking to actually make use of this investment by launching in South Korea.
Korea has historically been very difficult for overseas players to enter, and we've spent almost 2 years preparing for launch. It's obviously one of the largest crypto markets globally, with a very, very high adoption rate and extremely active retail user base. So we'll see how we'll do. We are in it for the long term. We've entered through acquisition of 2 licenses and a very prolonged product build out. So we'll do our best to provide a competitive product offering to Korean consumers.
So that's definitely a big crypto market for Crypto.com. And the general manager of operations in the region says, we believe our services will not only help evolve and empower commerce in Korea, but also support the greater creation and development of our Web3 ecosystem. So ironically, we actually saw this acquisition take place in August. This was following the FTX collapse, and people were basically targeting Crypto.com as sort of like the next exchange that they were looking to FUD. And we actually saw the CRO coin drop from about 12 cents down to 5 cents, spreading rumors that they were going to be the next exchange to go bankrupt to default. And they did not. However, CRO coin was still punished, dropping down from 12 cents to 5 cents, basically in a matter of a week. It sold off on the fear that Crypto.com was going bankrupt. And of course, looking back, that never happened. So Crypto.com did continue acquiring smaller companies as well as getting that regulatory approval. And now we can kind of see them continue to expand as retail users do flood back into the crypto ocean. And in terms of Crypto.com exchange specifically in relation to the CRO coin, you can see here, this is the chart that basically shows, depending on the amount of CRO coin you have locked up, there are some very amazing benefits here on the buying and selling fees. 50,000 to 100,000 CRO coins is going to net you a 4% yield and 0 fee on the maker fees, 12% off on the taker fees. A 100,000 to 500,000 CRO coin staked offers you that 4% yield and a 0.01 basis point rebate on the maker fees, 15% off on the taker fees, and then 500,000 plus CRO coins offers you 8% yield, a 0.02 base point rebate on trades, and then 20% off the taker fees. And here's a full breakdown if you want to actually go up. So effectively getting more and more yield as well, more actual rebates depending on the amount of CRO coin you have locked up. And when I say locked up, what I'm referring to here is the amount of this CRO coin that is currently being staked on the network to generate passive income. You can see that here on the Cronos POS chain as well, of about 9.04 billion CRO coins staked. And if we actually go over to coin market cap and take a look at the circulating supply, we can see that the total CRO coins that are circulating is about 26.5 billion CRO coins, which effectively means about a third of the total supply is being staked on chain right now. And the yield that currently is being offered sits here about 7.5%. So if you are a long-term holder of this altcoin, then you are being rewarded with that 7.5% yield.
Great success.
Most people staking on the Cronos POS chain are long-term holders, in my personal experience. Reason being is that if you actually want to unstake your CRO coin, you do not get it back right away. You have to go through a 28-day unbonding period. Obviously, the crypto market is very fast moving. Things can change in a matter of hours, matter of seconds. You can see some flash crashes take place. So that proved to me most people staking are long-term CRO coin holders. About a third of the circulating supply is being staked here on the Cronos POS chain. That is bullish for the tokenomics, in my personal opinion. I don't think it is the record. I think that it was a bit higher than this at one point. But we are at record amounts of this altcoin being burned, as the wallet, the community pool wallet, currently sits at 38.6 million. The first time that it hit the 50 million CRO coin threshold is when we saw that burn take place for the first time. And we're nearing that 50 million threshold once again, which indicates to me personally that probably sometime around the early summer in this year, maybe a month and a half, 2 months, we will officially see the second 50 million burn take place, bringing the total up to 100 million CRO coins burned at that moment in time. So when it comes to this update, the question is, can CRO coin get to $1 per coin? Well, that has a lot of things factored in. If we take a look at CRO coin's TVL, it sits at around 73 million, which puts it in 14th place across all blockchains in terms of the total value locked. Now, this initially, and it's worth noting that they do also have Cronos ZK EVM, or the Cronos Hyperchain, which is set to launch in June of 2024. And I do believe that that could potentially be a big catalyst to help further push CRO coin up to that 20-cent level, if it's not there already, when that Cronos Hyperchain goes live, or prior to that Cronos Hyperchain going live. So when it comes to CRO coin, This is a stable coin that has proven, even in a time of consolidation when there was a lot of blood on the street for altcoins, CRO coin has held up really well and has been proven very stable in an unstable market in the last months in 2024 alone.
Stick around.
And so I personally still back Crypto.com and their CRO coin fully as one of the coins that you should keep your eye on, crypto crew. Well, whatever you do, time to study the market, time to study the projects that are appealing to you before you dive in deep. That could be the CRO coin.
Inevitable.
Fix your mind before you get to the grind. And with that said, let's continue to escape the matrix. Let's continue to be on the lookout for the next big thing on the crypto ocean, growing grace, and let's make some crypto waves. Say I.